Okay, so before you start asking your question, I want to make a quick talk about this whole thing because seems a lot of you are getting it wrong. First of all, trading is not as hard as you are thinking it, and uh, it's just like let me say you having a business where you sell stuffs. All right, now there is a season where you sell fruit, right? There is season where you don't sell fruit. All the season is good for fruits actually. So selling fruit all the season is like um um just taking 3 RR in the market because there's no how people will eat maybe banana, apple every day. Right? You make sales every day. So that's your daily 3 RR when it comes to sales. Same thing with forex trading, right? Now always have a target. Having a target is just like either way you're making money, right? And I know someone that focuses on only 3 weeks to reward, which is he works on a very large account from small, right? So once he sees his setup, or no matter how long the setup is about to go, right, he's going to risk enough, like 8% of his account size and target 3 R and close. All right. Now I'm like, why do you trade like this? Like you would have made more, by holding all the way to the upside, or at least increase your risk to reward to like 6 7 RR, right? He told me something. He said he's not in this forex trading stuff. Then I don't even know about Romeo. I won't lie. I don't know about Romeo. I don't know about all this. I'm not yet good then. I don't even really know how to, trade then. I'm still studying ICT like back to back. So he said he's in this market to make money. That he doesn't need any advice from anyone. That he discovered that this 3 weeks to reward stuff is just so consistent in the market. That means you can even trade expansion, you can also trade retracement because all of it will give you a 3 RR, right? And it trades on the 1 minute. So analyzing on the higher time frame, trading on the 1 minute, your 3 RR is sure. Very, 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 very fast. And that's a professional way of trading. It's not about holding for long. Like everybody have the way they, hold their trades. Some persons, you all know some traders on Twitter, like they trade for, they hold for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, right? Because they have the mind and they have the capital to do that. But for some of you that you are really in the market to just free yourself from that shitty job you do or some kind of broke lifestyle. You just really need this money and you want to make good name for yourself. You want to live good, right? Without depending on anyone. Okay. So you just have to be consistent with something, one thing. The market is enticing. You might want to, be like Zion. You want to be like me. You want to hold like me. Now, mind you, I make losses, but I make sure, like before I take a trade, right? I might I might have made 2 or 3 losses, taking the wrong direction. And the model I use is like some kind of tricky. Okay, you might see the wrong turtle soup and fail swing, right? You take that one, you failed, you watch, and you have to disguise yourself as a liquidity, so we know, yeah, this is true liquidity. Do you get me now? So they might do the first one, you take the trade, price hit your stop loss. Now, price hitting my stop loss is cool by me because I'm risking what I can take. Yes. So the second trade might go in my way. That means I've covered for my loss and I've made more than enough for the week. Either way, I've made money. Yes, I'm okay. Right? Now, some of you think $100 will just fly to 10K in 1 or 2 trades. No, it's consistency. So you trade 100 to 200, 200 to 400, 400 to 800, depending on how good you are. So that's why you need to first of all refine the model, right? Refine the model. Um, there are some questions you need to ask, right? It's not all about you asking about some persons they were asking me of daily range. Some persons they were asking me of daily profile. All these things are something you can go and learn on your own. I'm not interested in teaching all that. Those are something that you can go and learn on your own. There are PDFs, there are videos you can watch. I came across a guy, Ali Khan. He teach about daily range, right? But right here, the only thing I'm interested in teaching you guys is you taking trade from the very beginning of an expansion and scale up from there to anywhere you wish to close, right? Using the lower time frame analysis, because the way this trading works, right, is just you sticking to one thing without having too much knowledge in your head. I know about a friend, he learned ICT, he learned a lot, he watch all ICT's video, all right. Also other videos. Right now he's like confused. He doesn't know which one to use. Should I use this one? Should I use this one? Everything he has learned is contradicting with each other, right? So you learning everything is so unhealthy. I won't lie to you, it's so unhealthy. I've been there, right? I've been there, and it doesn't help. Okay, so you just have to stick to one thing and study. Please, can you disable your camera, Belling? All right. Now, another thing is once you take a loss, don't panic. All right. Once you take a loss, don't panic. Some persons that sell in grocery shops, they might have gotten a good for like uh 4 months. They've not even opened the pack, talk less of selling it, right? But there'll be a time someone will just order for the whole thing in the store and they'll sell, right? It's just like that. It's just like that ability of you waiting. Okay. Now, if you make loss, it's your fault. It's not anyone's fault. It's your fault. It's not even the market's fault because the algorithm is perfect. The trader is not, right? And you also need to, while I'm even teaching you this model, you also need to choose the best one for yourself, right? I discovered all this on my own, to be honest. Okay. Let me just say it. SMT has been discovered before I was even born. Tortoise was discovered before I even knew it, right? But the ability of using it this way is what I just figured out on my own, right? So I also figured out how price relates with each other, correlation. So I don't know. I'm just calling it candle relation, which whatever. I don't have a name to give to it because I don't really care, right? As long as it can make me money, then I'm good. I don't need to give it a name. All right. So you just have to be pure with this trading. The way you behave in your day-to-day life, right, is the way you behave while you trade. Because if you behave so naughty and shitty and you don't even care about details, right? In your trading, it will be obvious. You trade like shit, right? You have to be clean in your mind and in your body. Right? You have to hit the gym. You have to be that kind of person that you have the mind to just risk everything and lose everything and come back again. You get me now? So from here onward, I want to see you guys having that mindset of, have you ever seen me complain about loss before? That doesn't mean I don't make losses. Yeah. That doesn't mean I don't make losses. But once you missed and others are making the move, right? You don't have to panic because it's just like a bus station. If you miss one, another one is coming. Just wait. Right? It might look so difficult now, but once you start abiding to these rules, having the discipline that, oh, I lose, that's not a problem. Just another day in the office. Then you see that it's normal thing. You won't panic. But once you panic, right, you start doubting the whole thing you've been learning. And it's not healthy. It's not. You now become confused why others are. You'll be like, I've been in this group for long. Why is it that I'm not trading like others? Now those guys you see that traded, they don't think. And I don't know if any of you are here, but for those of you that have been taking trades recently, and you've been every day. I'm seeing screenshots. I love you guys because I like how you don't even think about it. Once you see the model aligning with time, you don't have to, you know, align it with any other thing. Just that alone, boom, you made the money. And it's as simple as that. Some people you don't even believe it that how can something be this easy and simple? Some of you still want me to, spoon feed you like it's crazy, right? I've given you everything you need. You don't need any other thing apart from this. Just go and work on it with your previous knowledge, right? Align this thing with it. This failure swing and total soup, align it with it and make it more comprehensive for yourself. Like you can even teach others, right? So make it more comprehensive so you can understand it. I don't even need to mark anything on my chart. Just by looking at it. Just by looking at it. I'm so familiar with it. Just by looking at my chart, I already know what to do. You just to click the button at the right time. And the last thing I would say before I start receiving your questions is you don't have to treat all the failures in that photo soup. This is where you guys fuck up. And I believe you guys will adjust. Now it will always be there, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down. You always see it in retracement, in expansion, in reversal also. So it will always be there. Mm? But there is how you have to understand this weekly range. Okay. You have to know which day am I to take tortoise and failure swing. Like for example, right? Wednesdays, okay, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are good days to trade, like high of the week, low of the week, or continuation, right? Now, understand weekly profile first, right? Understand weekly profile first. Now, weekly profile will be taught in the next class, but some of you know about weekly profile, right? Understand weekly profile first. Now, once you have the understanding of weekly profile, the next thing you need to know is these are the days I'm expecting failure swing and turtle soup to form, because this is looking like the type of weekly profile I've learned, right? Now, with that knowledge, you know, hold on, guys. With that knowledge, you know, okay, these days now, I'm expecting low of the week to form. What are you expecting? What are you using for your entry? You expect to see failures. Once you see failures swing there, just hold your trade, right? You can't buy and sell, and you make money. Second retracement, you lose all the money. You're not even moving forward. You have to see your progress. Okay, for the last 2 months, I've been in this group, or I've learned failures and tortoise, and I've been using it. Now this is my improvement. So from a 50% win rate, now I'm at 70% win rate. I'm at 65% win rate. That's improvement, right? That's improvement. So you have to know how to go about it. Okay. And now also we have, you know, um different type of profiles in the market. Okay. I want you guys to listen to everything I said. Now, you guys, some of you missed the buy yesterday because there was something I talked about in the last class, which I'm not even sure you paid attention to it. Only one person paid attention to it. And I want you guys to, shout out to Mira. She has been a good person. That's why it's good to have a girl in your midst. For those of you that are single, I laugh. Go and get married. Have a girl in your life because they will help you. Now, ever since I've opened this training, I've never heard of a guy said, "Oh, let me help you and do this." All of you were just there making money. You're not even helping me out to do anything. You're just making money. No problem. Mira came and she volunteered to decorate the group, and I really appreciate her, and I'm not taking it for granted. She's a good person. even without even without me knowing her. She just volunteered and I appreciate it, Mira. Thank you so much. All right. So weekly profile, right? But before you know about weekly profile, you have to know how market behaves also. So we have the ranging profile, right? Where you expect price to turtle soup the high of a range or the low of a range, right? We have the expansion profile. After the turtle soup, what are the next thing you're expecting? You're expecting the expansion profile. Okay. Then so it's not all about range and expansion, okay? We have other types also. We have the um range, the expansion. We also have retracements, right? So you can't always expect range, expansion, boom, range and expansion. No, that's not how the market works. If it's like that, then everybody will be making money, right? So your expectations are um the range, the expansion, the retracement, and also reversal. So be ready for it at any time. And you have to know how to identify a retracement and also a reversal. Okay. So a retracement is just like um, some kind of fake reversal. All right. There's some deep retracement also. You might think is a reversal, but it's not. So there are some things that will be missing in a retracement. There are some things that are always missing in a retracement. First of all, time. So how do you know this is a retracement? It's just happening at the wrong time. Even though it's at key session like London, but at the wrong time. It's not supposed to happen that time because you just tapped into a key level during London opening, right? And now you are seeing a retracement during the middle time of London. That's a retracement. That's like price is retracing into maybe an order block or a fair value gap or an inversion fair value gap before going into an expansion. Okay. So we have another one. We have the range, we have the manipulation. So before an expansion, there is always a manipulation because there will be like some kind of liquidity in the market. Price manipulates those liquidity and boom to the upside, right? So we have the range, the reversal, the manipulation, the retracement, and also the what? The expansion. Okay. So pay full attention. Now, you are only interested, right? Your interest is on the expansion and on the reversal. But if you guys for those of that have been with me for some time, you can see I trade the retracement, the expansion, and the reversal. But right now I well, I'm trying to stop it, but I can't. As long as I'm seeing my model, I'm just taking everything I see. Right? I'm always busy with it. So, how do you expect a retracement? Like I told you, time, right? Happening during the wrong time after a manipulation. You are seeing a down move or depend on the market direction. So if it's bullish, you're seeing a down move. If it's bearish, you're seeing a up move. Just know he's going to tap into a key level before starting the main move. Right? So one of the key level are like the order block and the fair value gap, right? Or the breaker. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So that will be it. And all right. So for those of you that have question, please can you start throwing your question so I'll start answering it before I open the chat.
Hello, sir. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Sir, can I share my screen so that I can explain
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah. No
question?
problem. No problem.
Yeah,
No problem.
thank you. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So this was a trade took by you. Let me show. This weekly it's an SMT, right?
Yeah.
Here close above this week.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. We come to lower time frame. Uh, this is where you enter in this trade.
Yes.
So here
Yes.
uh trade in group. This is where you enter. But here it's a fake SMT right here. Look, it fake like it doesn't sweep. It's a failure swing.
Okay, I understand what you did. What was happening there? Okay. Now look, this was not sessional. This was daily.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So you are not interested in trading the daily, and the range was not even clear enough. Look downward. What are you saying downward? You're only interested in the same day, right? The same day, two different sessions. Now this there was a failure swing on London and New York. So that up one is fake because that was during wrong time, and that
It
was
it
on
was
previous
on
day high.
Lenten. So
You see?
this is on happened on Lenten.
Yeah, London and New York, right?
Yeah.
Yes. We are bullish from this point. Go down a little. Yeah. Which day was that?
I'm not clear. So
Which day is that? Which day is that?
let me see. Tuesday.
This was on a Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
So and Monday was like, whoa. Show Monday. Show. Let me see.
Should I put on daily chart?
No, 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 no. It's okay. It's okay that way. Now you can see there is a key level there, right? That's the breaker. And on the weekly, what are you expecting? Expecting price to retrace a little into from the higher time frame, right? We're on a monthly CRT,
Mm.
which means we are bearish.
Yeah.
Yeah, which means we are bearish. So what do you expect? Just a little retracement. Then you read the profile. The whole high that you draw from there is a breaker. So price tapping into that breaker is bullish. Okay, and that's Tuesday. I don't like to expect um high of the week to happen on Monday or Tuesday. I would just like it to happen Wednesday. That's one of the best. But you can expect it to happen on Tuesday or on
Mm.
Monday. Depend on what happened previously. Like for example, on Thursday now, uh, there was a turtle swoop, right?
Yeah.
There was a turtle swoop and failure swing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what do you expect? Friday might, retrace a little. But
Mm-hmm.
just know Monday we open and boom, start selling.
Yeah.
Tuesday the same thing. Then Wednesday you might expect a retracement. So you have to know what the previous week has done first before you trade.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me go to my own chart and show you.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Then I'll come back. All right. Hmm, okay. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. And how would you know that would be a close above and a week above? That's one of the um that's one of the issues. Okay. Now look, you can't do anything without daily fair value gap, without the higher time frame fair value gap, or that block, or let me say key level. So that's the fair value gap, and this is a other block here, right? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So both of them are tapping a key level. So you don't expect a buy. And look, from this point, right? We've been selling. This is June. This is previous monthly high, yes. Previous monthly high. Okay. So July, start selling. Turtle soup, start selling. Check it on um GBP USD. Turtle soup this high on Euro USD and start selling. So this is just like a retracement from this key level. This one, this other block here.
Mhm.
Okay. And from this low also. Even this buy was also a good one,
Yeah.
right? This buy was also a good one because look at this. It was a 2 weeks buy. See this, right?
Yeah.
See this. Can see it, right?
Yes.
So how would you have taken this one? Let's analyze this buy before the sell. So let me go to the 30 minutes. Now I go lower than 30 minutes, okay?
Mhm.
Don't mind me. I go lower than 30 because some of you said I only go to the 30 minutes and look for entry. Sometimes I go than the 30 minutes. So how will you know this will hold after tapping a key level? What do you expect? The only thing you are expecting is just failure swing and turtle soup. Now you can see both are doing the same thing, right?
Yeah.
You can see it, right? So you are not interested in trading from this point.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not interested. Even this news is none of my business, right? I'm only interested once I see failures in Atotu for a buy because we are already doing the whole um SMT, all right? Failures in Atotu soup. So what do I need to see on the lower time frame? The same thing I'm seeing on the higher time frame, all right? So I'm seeing a failure in Atotu soup on the weekly. What I'm expecting on the lower time frame is still same failures in Atotu soup, but the lower time frame now, you need a lower time frame key level also and time. All right. So for the first one, for the first move, because this was where the whole thing started from. So let me just mark this other block. These all cell candles are other. Now we have one, two, three, four cell candle and one, two, three. So the cell candle are the are taking the whole place here because they dominated the buy candles here. So this whole cell is another block. But let's just mark what's wrong. How? Sorry. These others, pay attention. Okay. So just mark this. That's another block, right? Lower time frame key level. This other one, this is a lower time frame key level, which is what? You can see the difference, right? So both
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
tapping what? A key level, an
Yes.
internal range liquidity and an external range liquidity. Now,
Yeah.
what do you expect during key time? Now, this is where you mark it out. So, uh, this was London, London, hold on, So London uh, to New York. All right. So London to New York. What do you expect? Total span the failure swing. Finish. What can you see? What can you see?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So right from there, the rest is history. Now you can target this high, this particular high, right? And you are good, man. You don't need to do any other thing again. Once you go to this point, close and watch. All right. But for me, all right, because I'm like, kind of uh kind of advanced. Let me just keep it that way. Kind of advanced trader. You understand? So I look for continuation energy. So this particular model is what I use for my. I don't do other block, right? I don't do other block. I don't do any other thing. So I just want to keep seeing this same model. That's why you see me. I'm just always on the market and I'm always on profit. That doesn't mean I don't make loss, mind you. Don't misquote me. All right, but most of the time, it's okay. Let me put it this way: 75% of 70% of the time, I make profit. All right, the rest of the time is loss and break even. All right, so but for those of you that you get scared, you don't like to take total super entry, you don't trust the failure swing, I will advise you take model one. That's my only advice for you. Take model one. All right. My joy and my aim for you guys is to make money, not to be right about anything. All right. It's to what? Make money. All right. So let me take this out. Take this out. Okay. So you bought from that point to you look for more entries, okay? Look for more entries. Like let's check this one. This was New York low. Sorry. Yeah, Asia low. So you mark it out. Took out the low. Uh see, failure swing. You might buy from there also. And this is one of the reasons why I said buy, buy, buy. Right? Now, for those that bought here, price took you out on this point, at this point, right? But I believe you've already taken partial once you get to this, 3 hour stuff. So you've already taken partial. But now look, took you out at this low. This was Friday, right? This was Friday. So you are done for the week. You took trade from this point on a Thursday, right? Took on Friday. That's the end of the week. But for those of you that you held till the next week, price took you out. I took this trade and I held till the upside because I adjusted my stop loss. I don't know why I did that, but I adjusted my stop loss. So I would say it's luck. is luck. Yeah. Sometimes you are lucky. So now this is Monday. There's no entry at all. So you are still holding this one. Okay. I'm still holding this one. Now you can see an expansion started on Thursday, Friday. What did you see on Monday? Open a little retracement on Sunday. The main day, Monday, boom, to the upside. Now you start hunting for buys because you are going into a key level, right? You are going into a fair value gap on the higher time frame. So the first trade was this. I believe we took this trade also. Then we are not even much. We are like 20 something. Can you guys remember this trade? Chris, Akshay, Abrasolo, those guys are the early guy that took this trade. So this was, then I've not even thought about this. Is it? Yeah, I've been. Okay. So this was London, Macau, London till 6. That was London low. 12 for New York. Right? Okay. And this. And look, this was like, equal lows. Okay. So you can mark the whole thing. And this was also Asia low also. All right. So you buy from this point. Vittorio took this. I'm not sure. Okay, it's not this one. It was this one Vittorio took. So the next trade. Now you don't expect a sell because you're already bullish. All right, from the other week, from a key level. You are working with the weekly. Now, if you are looking at it on the higher time frame, you are like, you know, on the right side. The lower time frame will fuck you up. They will give you wrong direction. You can see this one here, this high, turtle soup. But you see it failed, right? All right. Now, why you were like looking to sell from this point, okay? Why you were like looking to sell from this one, but price took out this high. You can see this move, right? This one is already
Yeah.
here at this lower point. So oh, this will fail. And we're already tapping into a lower time frame key level here also. And this one also is also tapping into a other block at this point. And we are bullish. So just ditch that analysis. But let's check again. This is 0, 6 and 12. Total London fake one. Took out the high. Now look, same thing happened. And this is happened during London. Why didn't you take this one? Because they are both doing the same thing. So once they are doing the same thing, when they are both doing turtle soup or when they are both creating SMT, you don't trade, right? You only be the ones who see different price action, which is turtle soup and failure swing. All right. So this was London low. You can see that, right? And now this is like a model one at this point, right? So that was it. And now this is Wednesday. Now during this Wednesday time, Okay, you see, you've been taking trade from this point one, two, uh, okay, one at this point, two at this point, three at this point, and four at this point. So you are writing both of them together. That's the day of trading one pair actually. So you're writing both together. Now let's go back to the weekly and mark out what's happened. So now you bought all the way to this point, this fair value gap. Now, how do you know this fair value gap will hold? Now, you use the same analysis for the lower time frame. So what do you expect? You expect a failure swing and a turtle soup on the lower time frame for you to know that this analysis will hold, this weekly profile will hold. All right, so let me take out all this. Okay. All right. Now, okay, let's go to the lower time frame. You can see now how deep can you see what price did here, right? Price dug deeper into this than this, right? You can see it, right? This was like a range after price took out this high into an order block. Why into this fair value gap? Price was ranging on this point, just expanding on this point, and you can see the relationship between two of them, just like both of them are doing different thing. Okay, so what do you expect? How do you know this will hold? Now you check the time of the week at which price took out that high, or at which price is forming failure swing and turtle soup. Now we all know that you can expect a good high of the week or low of the week to happen on a Wednesday, and this is a Wednesday, right? Okay, you watch. What are you waiting for? You're waiting for what? Failure swing and turtle soup to give you an entry. All right. Now, after taking all these buys here, once you see this failure swing and turtle soup into a key level on the higher time frame, especially the weekly or the monthly, right? Just be aware that okay, yeah, I can close all my buys and what take a sell because this is like a change of direction. This is a signature, okay? Because this is what you have been using from this point for a while after price tapped into a key level. And now it has tapped into another key level to confirm that yes, price is about to what? Leave. And now if you check this one, this was on a Thursday. This is a good time to trade. We've been selling from where? From on Monday. This is Monday. Same thing has been happening. Okay. Last week Thursday. Okay. This Monday, right? Monday has been a sell. Tuesday has been a sell. Same model. I don't know if you guys back tested this one, but it's same model. So on a Monday, let's check. Okay, this was Monday. There was no entry, but I'm very sure there is. There's an entry sessional. Yes, as I'm looking at it, I know there's an entry for sessional turtle soup. You go and do that after the class. You screenshot and send for me. But on a Tuesday, you can see it's obvious, right? Let me draw it out because some of you don't even know. For the new student, take note of the time. And this was London High. Oh yeah, this one. All right. This was the key level breaker, and also this fair value gap. Hold on. Let me check something. This is the fair value gap. Look at how I'm drawing this fair value gap. Okay. And this one is another block. This is a whole sell candle. Draw it out, other block. And what failure swing. So we've been selling until news. There was no entry here. I know it's a news, so um I took partial. This is one of the reason why I love to take partials. So for my sales, right, I took partials. Once price got to this point, took out this low. Both of them took out the low. So I took partials, but news came and closed me out from this point. All right. But I sold the news, sorry. So once price took me out, I sold the news. These are my X, you can go and check it. So once price took this high, I sold this news. All right. Uh, and the main move started from this point. All right. So that was it. Took a trade, both of them, right? Both of them. And now, this was the main high of the week because we tapped into a key level, right? So, sell, close all your buys. So it's Asia high. During New York. Key time was running 9, right? 10. Key time for New York. We took a sell from that point. Same thing with Romeo and everyone on X, all the Dotsus who trade almost everyone took this trade. I took another one also, which was this one. 17 00 6. So I took another one, so on the Friday. All right, you can see it, right? So you are done for the week from here, from this point. Okay, so you took a buy, you took a sell, you took all the move of the week. It's possible. So you killed the week. All right, now the new week opened, right? New week open price took me out at this point. So I was only left with this position. So took me out on a Monday. And I was just watching. Then this happened. This is where you used sessional turtle soup. So let me mark it out for you. So this point, sessional turtle soup for a sale. Okay. Sessional. There's no day you won't see a trade. Okay. So this was sessional turtle soup. Not every day, but most of the days you see a trade. Sessional. If you can see sessional highs and lows, you see sessional quarters. All right. So at this point, go and check what happened here. This is your assignment. I've given you the first one. This is the second one. All right. Okay. So second trade was on a Wednesday, which was I believe you guys can already see it, right? Turtle soup and failure swing on the other one. Sniper entry. I took this cell all the way down here, and all right. So price sold all the way down, right, to this point. Now let's go to the higher time frame. How would you have taken a buy from that point again? Higher time frame key level. Now all the way down. Let me take this out. Okay. So now look at this point. Now look at this low. Significant low, right? So price has already taken this low out since, dug deeper into it, right? But on this point, this was like a little tap into the low, right? And another one, let me take out this low. Another one, close below this low, wicked below this low. It's already weakening, right? And now, look at this one again. Almost taking out this low. Very close. You can see how they relate with each other. But on the other pair, very far away from the low, right? And this is a whole key level. Let me use this one. Another block. All right. As a whole key level. All right. This is also another block. You can see it, right? So if you have to look at it deeply, price took out this other block, but price didn't even near this other block. Okay. So everything you're seeing here is just to buy. Buy give me a buy sign. All right. So lower time frame, what do you expect to see? If you're looking at this low, so you can buy to the upside. So let's go straight to the lower time frame. This is basically everything you need. There's no complicating stuff about it. There's no need to draw some kind of drawing, big, you speak some kind of big English, according to my Nigerians. So there's no need to speak grammar or give some complicating concept or some complicating words. Okay. You just have to just focus straight up. Do it simple. Keep it fucking simple. All right. Now let's check the lower time frame also. Okay, now look at the lower time frame. It was clear on daily, right? It was clear on the daily. This was a week below. Price is weak in that low and closing this low also. So how do you know week below, close below will happen? Now you will look how price is taking this low very deeply, right? It has not been forming failures and tortoise on lower time frame. So price has already taken this low. All right, you're already selling. Now on Euro USD, price is just taking it a very little reaction on this low, right? So you expect a buy from that point. And let's check left if there's any key level. Okay. Uh Another block at this point. But what confirms this is what? This deep retracement, right? This deep sweep into it. Look at this low. Price has taken out this low and price is just, so you can see how the relationship between these two candles is, right? So you expect a buy from that point. Lower time frame failure swing and total soup, then boom. Your target is the next key level. So where's the next key level on the weekly? Okay, the next key level on the weekly is this other block. So price has taken out this other block, right? Price has taken out this other block. We are already inside the other block. So this is another one. Uh, this one is also another block on Euro USD, right? What do you expect to see? You expect to see the relationship between these two candles, so you can know which direction is the candle now. So now, I sold last week because of this. No, not last week. That GBP USD sell. So it's because of this. Price took out this high, right? And this high was still there. So I gave the call once I spotted a failure swing and turtle soup on the lower time frame, right? So I'm still holding this sell actually. I'm still holding this sell on GBP USD. So I've taken partials, but I'm still holding it because it looks this low is an equal low. Okay. So it's looking tempting for price to tap into. But I don't know yet, but it's looking tempting. And I'm planning on closing my sales also because this is a higher time frame order block, a weekly order block. And what are you seeing here? This is like a SMT. Okay. This is an SMT. Weekly SMT. So yeah. Okay. And let's check the daily. Tapping into a fair value gap. Right. This other one. We are in an order block or the rejection block. Okay. And that's like an SMT also. So what are you expecting on the lower time frame? Failure swing and what? Turtle soup. Now, some of you thought there is no failure swing and turtle soup for this buy, which I took yesterday. Now, only one person observed something. Only one person. Kudos to Mira. She has been a very smart person ever since she joined this group. I mentioned this in the older class, the previous class we had. Now look at the body. All right, this was a body turtle soup, and this was a failure swing on the body on Euro USD. Right, key time. You can see it, right? Hmm. So that was the reason behind these buys yesterday. Uh, and that's it for the whole class. So exactly what I've been explaining here is what you just need to know. So go back to chart. This was the sell after the SMT. This was the sell yesterday. We all took the sell, and some of you closed at this point. Price retraced a little, and boom, to the sell side. This retracement was so, you know, it looks so. It's not even looking good. Look at the time it happens. It's happening during wrong time. That's why I said time determines if your retracement will hold or not. Okay, so this was the whole reason behind the sell. So this was New York. No, yeah, 6:30. Exactly 6 is New York. So and this was Wednesday, right? So you expect the high of the week to be formed from here. So key day, key time, key level. Everything is key. All right. So on the other one, you can see it's obvious. Failure swing is obvious. And there's somebody here that calls it two-factor authenticator, Johnson. So this is also from the daily, right? Previous daily high was taken. Um, so this is a two-factor authenticator, Johnson. So that was it. That was the whole thing. Some person said this deep retracement is for a buy that price will take out all this, but I was not even shaking because it's not. So the second one also happened here again. This sell that I took before we took this buy, right? Now price took out these highs, right? Took out this high here, but there was a failure swing here. So what do you expect from that top? This was New York, and this was PM session. So it was like equal highs, and so. But I'm not interested in such entry. I don't really um like to take an entry like that. Okay. All right. So that was that's it. We took was this sessional? Yeah, this one was sessional. Yeah, sessional from this point. Sessional New York total super and failure swing. Only on New York sessional. Price took out this high, but on the other one didn't take out this high. Now for the new student, let me tell you why. The reason is because you split your New York from 6. Okay, split your New York from 6 to 12. Right, then you mark out 1 hour 30 minutes each. So the first one is 6 7:30, 9 10:30, 10:30. So now this was second quarter high. This one third quarter took it out. So that's it, right? Well, this one was there. So that was the whole thing. This is another block for the key level. This is another block, key level. So that's the whole thing. And then boom, sell to this point. So we see our model again, right? Took out this low. This low was still there. So how would you have taken this trade? Same thing, same sessional quarter. Same thing happened on New York. But for those that understand deep retracements and shallow retracements, or deep turtle soup and shallow turtle soup, you would have taken the trade from here, right? But this is towards the ending of uh New York. So I I don't like taking when both of them are doing the same thing. Okay, I like it when it's doing different things. So I waited for this, right? Same thing I explained there. So I marked out 7:30, 9, 10:30, right? So it's the first quarter, second quarter, to call this low. You can see the whole thing, right? The whole process is planned. Then I took the buy and held it to the upside, right? What caused the sell again? Same thing this week. Just one day. What caused the sell? Same thing, right? I took this buy, but then this happened during New York. And that was it. So I hope you guys understand what has been happening in the markets. Now, there's no magic anywhere. It's just people that complicate things for themselves. You've actually learned everything you need to learn, but you've complicated it for yourself. You decide to add impurities to the pure knowledge you've gotten from Romeo, from Vittorio, from all those videos. But you decide to add impurities to it, and you couldn't even hold yourself back to refine what you've learned. But I'm glad I'm of help.
Sir,
So, do you have a question?
yes.
All
How
right.
would you
So,
have how would you have taken the body turtle soup like yesterday own? Because I don't understand. Can you throw more light on it?
so once the higher time frame is confirmed, the rest is history. The only thing you just need to look for is the reaction of the lower time frame, right?
Okay,
So
like if we have a higher time frame SMT.
yes, higher time frame SMT, or weak above, close above, or deep retracement, shallow retracement,
Yes,
that can do relationship on the higher
yes,
time frame. Yes. So on the lower, and now you can see on the daily it's also tapping into a key level.
yes, yes.
Yeah. So all those things are just what you need. Then the lower time frame will just give you any type of entry,
Okay, okay,
and
okay.
you
Thank you,
buy
sir.
from there. And maybe you missed the buy, right? You missed the buy. This is another SMT. Now this is another block here, right? This is another block here. Pause. This is another block here. Uh this same other block was not tapped, right? So that's another type of SMT. You can see it, right? So you would have taken this buy from this point, which I know your stop loss will be somewhere around this middle point. And let's see how price behave and move from there. And this is Thursday. This is Wednesday. So I expect this to be the low of the week. Boom, to the upside. How do you know real order block? This one. You see? It also gave Total Bar failure swing inside of it also. Sessional Total Bar failure swing. inside of it. Some of you took this by yesterday. Now, if you go to the lower time frame, right, this is like a 7 hour trade, but on the higher time frame is just like 2 hour. Let me show you what I mean. This was the buy yesterday, right? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine you took a buy from this point. Okay, let me draw it out. Sorry. So after the turtle soup, I'm saying you took a buy from here. All right. Now your stop loss will not be this long because yeah, it won't be this long. So you're working on the lower time frame. This is already 6 hour. You can see it, right? This is already six to reward. No. Your $1,000 risk will be at $6,000 risk. This $6,000 reward just in how many minutes? One, two, three, four. Okay, let me count how many count. Yeah, you can see it, right? So all right. So that'll be it for today's class. If you have any question, let me know before I end the class.
I had one, brother.
I have question.
Okay, one by one.
Yeah, I wanted to know,
Okay,
when do you normally look for the, like, the 90 minutes fake soup and total soup versus the sessional ones, or are you looking at them like together?
Yes, I look for them together. Even
Okay,
after the
okay,
sessional total soup, right? To increase my entry, to increase the rate of my entry, like the sniper entry. I also look for sessional um 90 minutes stuff. So
okay,
but
perfect.
if
Thank
it's
you.
not there, it's not there. Okay. The sessional one has already played out. But to just increase, the rate of the entry, I would look for that too. But if I don't see it there, then I'm taking an entry.
Perfect, brother. Thank you.
All right, no problem.
okay. Sir, how do you take that session after soup entry? With STDV? How do you place your stop loss? Is it all those things?
First of all, there is something I will tell you guys. I don't think anyone has already talked about it before. Now, you are responsible for your stop loss, but the for this model, right? The only stop loss you release, okay, let me just say the healthy stop loss you can use is 10 pips, 12 pips, or 15 pips, right? And you must also it's not after the sweep, right? It's not after the sweep calculate for the pips. It's like after maybe this can close inside, then you start calculating your pips because you are taking an entry after candle closed inside of that range that got total soups. Okay, so at least 15, 13 pips. Just use 13 pips. That one is okay, just to be safe. But for me, it varies. Sometimes I might use 8 pips. Sometimes I might use 7 pips.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. You are
So how do you
responsible for
take
your
the
stop
session after
loss.
soup?
How do I? Who is even asking this question?
Take the session after soup itself.
Okay. You mark 1 hour 30 minutes from each of the session. Then you split. That's the split shot. So 1 hour 30 minutes each. Like let me go back to 15 minutes. So show you I draw. Okay, you can see how I draw this one, right? So this was 6, 7:30, 9, 10:30, and 12. So those blank space are 4, right? So you draw out 1 hour 30 minutes from it. So it will split into 4. That's 4 quarter because all the time frame are split into 4 quarter. Even the weekly is 4 quarter. But that Friday is like another session, another trading days of his own. So we have Monday to Thursday for the weekly, first week, second week, third week, fourth week for the monthly, 3 months each for the yearly. Then 90 minutes for the daily, 1 hour 30 minutes for the sessional.
Okay.
All right. So we have another question. All right. So if there's no question, then our next class will be on today's Thursday. Uh,
Morning, sir.
Saturday. Yep.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
I don't know. I wanted to ask you, but I said I was going to drop it in the class. So the question I had was for stop loss. I know somebody has already talked about something like this, but it's stop loss that is like my yeah, most of the turtle soups and failure string from my backtest data that has proven most of those turtle soup we go deeper. Most of them we go we like higher than it. Like let's say for example, to go like 40 pips down when it starts to swooping and then still close above the Asia's high, which is the day's open, which is also a bullish candle in a bullish scenario. My question is if we are to enter the moment we see that speed of the turtle soup crossing that Asia's low or Asia's high, and then we sell or buy in correlation with our bias, how do we probably place our stop loss to avoid that level of wrecking? Because that kind of thing is you enter like 3 times, then price action will take out your stop loss. You will not be like, okay, I'm resting for today. Then price action just pumps immediately. So I've always seen this with you. You always take the turtle soup from that tip, even though the turtle soup has occurred sessions ago, like probably like New York. The turtle soup has been occurring since like London, and then you take it inside of New York at the tip in that particular place, and this has been like a really really pain point in like in my backtesting process. So I don't know how do you properly take those turtle soups at those tips, and how do you properly place your entries and your stop loss that the market doesn't even go to reach themselves.
Simple as fuck. Lower time frame, key level. You buy from key level. There was a time I posted, you don't buy from key level, buy from lows. It's a lie. It's on my Twitter. It's a lie. That's a lie. But I don't want to delete the post. But that's a big lie. Some persons will be like, you don't buy from key levels. It's a lie. You buy from key levels. So you refine that higher time frame key level because you can't just expect price to super low without tapping into a key level. So it's either that low that price to soup is inside the key level, then you don't expect a deep retracement. So if it's already in a key level, the low like the New York, the London, okay, let me say the um Asian low is already inside the key level, resting inside the key level. Then London came back and took out the Asian low. Then you don't expect a deep retracement. Okay, that this should be on the lower time frame though. Okay, but if the maybe the key level that is around is looking so dirty, like buys and sells, just a consolidation, right? You expect price, you see like a little order block or fair value gap below that low. So you expect price to tap into after the turtle soup. You expect price to tap into a lower time frame key level. Let me say the 1 hour fair value gap, the 4 hour fair value gap also depend on the time frame you are using. Okay, so now that fair value gap that price is also tapping from on the lower time frame. You expect to see the relationship between both of them on the correlating pair, like maybe the other block now price is sweeping very deeper into the other block, while the other one on the correlating pair, which is like GBP or Euro USD, is just tapping a little or is not even touching the other block. So then you can now, okay, now I'm ready to trade. All right. You just need to study the relationship between two of them. You don't just take trades as soon as price starts to super low. It's a lie. What if the turtle soup is fake? You expect price to tap into a key level first. After the turtle soup, a key level, then you buy from that key level. That's the only way you can take a sniper entry. Do you understand now? So
Yes,
after
sir.
when price,
Thank you very much, sir.
after when price tap into that key level, then you can now calculate for your stop loss, the 10 pips. Or you cannot, you might decide not to even put stop loss. Once the entry is in, stop loss is so irrelevant. Yes, I said it.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. No problem. So I believe this question he asked has already answered most of your doubts. I've cleared your doubts. I have up to 71 students, but I'm having just 15 here. It's crazy, man. Oh, so good. All right. So we have another question before I move out of here.
Yeah, I wanted to ask a question.
Okay.
So, regarding the turtle soup tapping into a key level, so we should always expect the failure swing tapping into a key level at the same time, right?
Yes, but not every time. All right. So it might tap into a key level, it might not also tap. But the one with the turtle soup, because that's the one you are trading, right? It must tap into a key level. So if one of them tap into a key level, then it's moving. In fact, both of them must tap into a key level. That's the only way you filter the high probability ones without no doubt. That's the only way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way you filter it. The real one and the fake ones. Key level clears it out.
All right, boss.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. All right.
Hello, sir.
How is that?
Kachau Singh.
Okay, bro.
Uh, Imagine we have a failure swing and turtle soup in session code in Asia. Like
Yeah.
in EU, Q1 have turtle soup and GU it has a failure swing. Would you enter? It has key level, right? Key level, but would you avoid because it is in Asia, or would you enter?
Wait, come again. Sorry, come again.
Turtle soup and failure swing in Asia session quarter. Would you enter or
Nah,
would you
nah, nah,
avoid?
bro. No, no, no. I won't.
Mm.
It's like it. No, it sometimes. Okay, sometimes it moves. If you're already in a key level, but just to be disciplined enough, you've already vowed that while you are trading Euro USD or GBP USD, you don't trade Asia because the currency you're actually trading is not an Asian currency. So you only trade Asia. Now, don't take this mentality and go to other pairs. All right. During Asia, like if you want to trade Asian pairs, like the um JPY pairs, right? The Japanese yen, all these Asian currencies. Now, good time to trade them is during Asia. During London, they move so shitty, all right? But during Asia, it moves very well because it's an Asian currency, right? So, and that's their time. That's the time of work for them. So, yeah. But during while you are trading Euro USD and GBP USD, you just stick with London and New York, and sometimes the PM session.
Yeah, so thank you.
All right. But personally, for me, London and New York, no other thing. The first one, second one, the last one is not my business. London and New York only as an act of discipline. Yeah. So we have another question. I want to see you. I want you to write things down. All right. I want you to write things down. I want you to, follow the rules. You will see yourself doing well. Follow the rules diligently. All right. So that will be for the class. See you guys on Sunday.